Hi, Professor. I'm back again with a new submission. This time, this is for surveying emerging computing science research topics, and I have chose artificial intelligence as a powerful paradigm for scientific research. What I try to do in this for is, I just went through all the websites that you supporting websites that you have given, tried to find different topics that is related to AI and the scientific computing. I did find a lot of stuff from these other websites that you have provided, and I like few of them, which is AI systems beats chess puzzles with artificial brainstorming. And the another topic that I studied, or I read, is new theory suggests chatbots can understand tags. But this is not related to scientific computing, and I can understand that. So what I tried is I studied different papers which are related to scientific computing, like this scientific discovery in the age of artificial intelligence. This is one of the papers that I have used to document the results or the report. Another paper would be um, which I have used is no, not this one. Scope of machine learning in materials research, a review. This one also a good article. And my main paper, the main concentration or the main uh, source of the report would be artificial intelligence, a powerful paradigm for scientific research. This is the main paper that I have chose apart from all the supporting documents. So what I try to report is given the abstract where where I'm explaining how a general hypothesis, or how using the different data, AI data models, black box testing, etc., we can use to make some different computations in the fields of scientific computing. I'll just walk you through the not the black box testing, but the black box predictors. I mispronounced it. Uh, I'll walk you through the entire report. In the introduction, I'm just writing all the stuff that is needed for a particular hypothesis or a particular function or a particular AI to work, or to train the AI in order to compute the scientific results out of it. The objective would be investigate the integration of artificial intelligence AI into scientific discovery processes, explore the potential of AI and hypothesis generation, experimental designs, data analysis, etc., emphasize the critical importance of understanding the potential constraints of AI integration into routine scientific practices. Right now, what we used to do, what it's out in the world is scientists write different hypotheses, calculate the functions, calculate uh, the different mechanisms of how to reach to a particular hypothesis in order to train a particular function or a machine learning algorithm. But using the AI, what this report suggests is this point is very important. Emphasize the critical importance of understanding the potential and constraints of AI integration into routine scientific papers. Apart from the normal hypothesis, we should integrate AI into the what we could say is into the scientific computing world. I would say, breakthrough in AI methods, supervised self-supervised learning, geometric deep learning, generative AI methods, reinforcement learning. And apart from in the second point would be application across the scientific stages. Hypothesis generation. AI systems can efficiently examine many hypotheses. That this is what I explained it to a minute ago. Identifying promising ones, assesses the utility of downstream simulations and experimentation. What is the meaning of training and machine learning? We mean is how many simulations we are giving, how much data, how much correct data, how much wrong data, what hypothesis is getting generated out of the correct data, what is the hypothesis based on the incorrect data. uh yes, simulation means the number of data or the large data set that you are providing to an machine learning algorithm. Experimental design and optimization. AI provides systematic approaches to design experiments, optimize efficiency, exploring uncharted territory. Data collection and analysis. AI aided data collection and curation for scientific research, particularly in managing large and complex data sets collected by experimental platforms. This is also a very good point. Black box predictors. Black box predictor, what I would say is identifying the promising hypothesis using high throughput screening training models. I can relate this point to what the diagram that you have explained in the class, as well as you have provided over here. I'll just move it a little bit. So there's an input, there's an output, but we have a black box which defines what functions we need to inculcate, or what hypothesis which we need to get the generative conclusion, I would say, conclusion upon the data that we are given input and output, your estimate function, training set, learning algorithm, the size of the house, estimated price, hypothesis, adaptive system modeling, computation, and I would say reasoning frameworks and technology. Exact optimal. If we give the right data set, we will get the exact optimal. If we give the moderate data sets, which is not accurate, we will get the approximate. And if the data is not very accurate, we will get the hopeful near optimal results from the hypothesis. The methodologies which we use to collect the data would be data collection and pre-processing, AI aided collection, which is already discussed at the in somewhere above, managing large complex data sets, data generation and using deep generative models, including variational autoencoders, generative adversarial networks, probabilistic programming, model selection and training, validation techniques, which the data that we have collected is right or wrong, how much correct data we have collected, how much wrong data we have connected. Application in scientific research would be how we can inculcate the AI in the scientific computing, would be in the physics, chemistry, biology labs, protein structure. This is a good example that I have tried to explain over here. And other would be in the chemistry, autonomous material discovery, synthesis planning. AI systems can design synthetic routes to desired chemical compound using the need of human intervention. That's also a good example. uh, prac- Practical physics, astrophysics, AI has played a role in intercepting scientific data sets, extracting relationships and knowledge from scientific literature. Wow, this is also a good one. Black hole images in cosmology. Challenges and limitation would be ethical consideration, uh, data biases, okay, and the interpretability of AI generated insights. The document highlights the importance of understanding the levels of uncertainty, error, utility of AI generated insights to accurately interpret the AI output. I mean, yeah, if this is a machine learned algorithm or an artificial intelligence, I mean, we could get data in a certain way that it's not correct. uh, I have included some case studies and unreliving the protein folding problem, which we have discussed above, AI-driven simulations of molecular systems, language modeling for biomedical sequences, etc., etc. What will be the future direction? The future directions in the scientific research are, uh, I would say, is AI for science, which I have explained in this report. AI for science ecosystem, where it would be crucial for algorithms can enhance the design and execution of the scientific studies. An important area of future development involves out of distribution generalization. I mean, different regimes to provide pivotal advancing to AI models capabilities. Of course, another key focus would be to future revolves around incorporating scientific knowledge into AI models using appropriate inductive biases, understanding the trade-offs between domain knowledge and learning from measured data. And these are all the future directions that I'm trying to explain in this report. As a forward-looking recommendation, research efforts should continue to explore and refine AI approaches to facilitate efficient evaluation of scientific hypotheses. In the conclusion, in scientific discovery in the age of artificial intelligence, the fundamental highlights in the pivotal role of AI. I mean, this report is entirely built upon the topic how we can inculcate AI, machine learning in the age of in the field of scientific computing. How we can ease the computational of scientific computational using the AI methods, all the Chat GPT plugins that are there. And I have also introduced, I mean, mentioned in references and the bibliography. At the end of this report, I have also tried to add some additional points depending upon the links that you have provided. I mean, I went through all of the links and tried to find some decent data that is needed for this report. I have mentioned some of the Chat GPT browser plugins that I use personally. I use Cider, I use SonarQube. Uh, so yes, and apart from this, as I mentioned, these two papers are very, I mean, very interesting to me. and which I found on the Quanta magazine, the link that you provided. And also I have found two different papers that I think I can take it in the next topic if there is a similar assignment that is coming through. It was AI improves the design of urban communities, and another one was just give me a second, I'll give it to you. No, not this one. I'm really sorry. AI designs, yes, this one, transforming agriculture with intelligent data management and insights. So how we are using AI in predicting how what farmers should harvest, how much to harvest, when to harvest, and how to harvest in certain way that that it tries to feed the maximum population and there's no wastage in the agricultural land. And in this paper I have also tried to read this one, AI improve the design of urban communities. In this we are trying to bypass the human intervention in and trying to improve a particular community depending upon the land, the soil, the water area, the geographical locations, the latitude, longitude of that particular city, I would say. And trying to improve the roads, the traffic, etc., etc. But yeah, it would be on the future scope. This is the submission of this assignment. What tools I have used? I have used doc analyzer that we have learned in the previous assignment to get the answers for this report, for this current report, which is the survey of the computing science in the AI field. I have used illicit maps. I have tried to use lit maps. You would see, I can see this is the seed of the paper that I am using, and I have also used these different papers and tried to collect the information from this as well. So I think this is my submission, Professor. I really thank you to listen to take some time out and listen throughout this. Thank you, Professor. I'll now stop the recording.